3 hours later in a very poor hair mess along the bus, we have made it to Andorra. 'Good morning, bright and early once again, this time in order to head to the little microstate of Andorra. Guys, I'm a little bit tired right now, so I'm not gonna talk shit. I'm gonna go on the bus, or metro bus. I'll see you guys in 3 hours. Hours later in a very poor hair mess along the bus, we have made it to Andorra. So without a specific plan in mind, except kind of loud here, except one quick hike. So after 3 hours, finally made it to Andorra, and just about to explore the city. Probably gonna get some coffee. Of course, the hair is all messed up. I actually slept on the bus for, I'll say, at least a couple of good hours, so that's very surprising. But you know, byproduct of sleeping on a bus, you know, who knows what position is the hairdo. I try to fix it, but yeah, it's not gonna work. But either way, let's explore Andorra and see exactly what it has to offer. I don't have any specific plan besides just walking around, and also probably going and seeing one of the highlight, I guess, panorama points where you can see pretty much the whole city and the surrounding mountains. I mean, right now I'm in the downtown area, I guess you can call it downtown area. It's where they have its famous melting clock statue. A pretty cool bridge right there, kind of small. I mean, the river's small either way, and quite a few modern buildings. But let's go walk around, and I'll show you guys what Andorra has to offer. So guys, there's quite a bit of snow on the mountain caps here in the Pyrenees. I did not get to photograph or do some videos through the bus just because I was so exhausted. But yeah, probably most likely gonna go and get on one of the viewpoints. I know there's a little bit of hiking in like an hour and a half or so in order to get one of the panorama points here in town. Yeah, but until then, let's explore a little bit of the city, get some coffee, and get caffeinated so we can actually push towards the hike. So I was just walking and saw this opening with this odd statue right here, and I decided that let's go and take a look. So that's probably gonna be my basic plan in Andorra. Just kind of walk around, and where you see cool stuff, just kind of go by and try to create, you know, something out of nothing. Let's check out this mobile, I don't know, Formula 1 race car that's in shape of a skull. It's pretty crazy. So the name of this statue is Overflux 9, but I can definitely say a better name for it is Mr. Alphabet. I mean, check it out, letters everywhere. It's kind of melting a little bit, you know. It probably has some really bad grammar, but overall, Mr. Alphabet, welcome to Andorra. Since I mentioned you know, the government building and everything, it's important to know that Andorra is a diarchy, what it's called, which is pretty much ruled by two people, let's put it that way. One is the bishop of the Catholic Church of Urgell in Catalonia in Spain, and the second is the president of France. And you know, it's kind of a weird communion, I guess, if I can put it that way. But it's been that way for quite a bit of time, you know. I think the history goes all the way back 1,000+ years. You know, they say a little village or whatever it was back then, it was actually founded by Charlemagne. And here's the main commercial street in the city, or in the country. Either way, you get the point. But yeah, it's quite packed with you know, brand names, you name it. Pretty much everything you're looking for, it's most likely here. And I've seen they have some duty-free shops as well, which you know, it's quite interesting to know more in and out about you know, how the country is actually governed. You know, since I did mention, you know, the way it's separated and the way the laws are made and everything else is quite fascinating for these microstates. So a lot of people do come here for skiing. It's the resort at the highest altitude in the Pyrenees, and even here in La Vella, in the capital, you can see some of the houses just, you know, packed right there on the side of the mountain. That's just pure awesomeness. Check it out. Just imagine the views that you get from there every single morning waking up, but also the price tag that comes with that. And here we have the Caldera, which I believe is a spa from what I looked it up. Probably the highest building in the city, in the country, whatever. I'm gonna go back and forth saying city and country because it is city, because the country does have a couple more other cities as well. But yeah, it looks like the trees are still blooming here. You know, it's quite nice. But yeah, it's quite a fascinating building to see in the small little country of Andorra, given the fact that, you know, everything else is pretty much, you know, basic level. They look like villas or, you know, ski resorts and so on. And then you get this huge spear just pointing towards the sky, you know, creating a competition for the mountains around it. So got to the footsteps of Caldea. You can see that peak right there, and I just noticed this, you know, little statue or whatever it may be, whatever it may represent. So it's so different compared to the rest of the thing that you see here. Gonna get a little bit closer to see what it says. Luxury overdose. Yeah, quite different than the rest of the stuff that you see here in Andorra. But guys, check out that complex right there, ski resort or whatever it may be. It just caught my eye as soon as I walked by the Caldea and saw it. Damn. Check out how compact these apartment complexes are. It's like one near the other, I guess for support reason as well. And although Andorra is now part of the European Union, they still use the euro here, and it's quite convenient. But the other part is credit cards, debit cards work perfectly, so cash never needed. So I found a really awesome spot, but there's the bar. I can try to put it through, but there's got to be a better way where you can see the whole city of La Vella. Not sure exactly. I'm gonna go and walk around a little bit more. So I was just walking and saw one person in crutches, and then another one, and then another one, and then at one point I was like, man, why in the hell there's so many people with crutches? Legs broken, arms broken. And then it just dawned on me, oh yeah, it's a ski resort. So yeah, just a little weirdness on my part. And made it in front of the gate, fence, whatever you want to call it. Now hopefully there's a clear path and we won't have these trees in front. There you go. Yep, best view in the city, no doubt. Whoa, gotta be careful where you step. But now it looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Got some wildflowers here as well. Outstanding Andorra. You know, you've been phenomenal so far. It's a mix and match. It's a smash about, you know, it's a smash of everything. You know, you got nature, you got contemporary, you got modern, you got pretty much, you name it, you have it. Another fun fact about Andorra, you know, although it has around 75,000 citizens, you know, the country does get over 10 million tourist visitors each year, which is mind-blowing. If you think about the ratio citizen to tourist, is just outstanding. It's mind-blowing. Same with Monaco, and same with the Vatican, same with San Marino, and many of the other small microstates in Europe. So guys, here's the cool part about Andorra, right? You got a modern building right there, a modern bridge right there, and all of a sudden where I'm at, you have a wood bridge. You know, it's quite unique how everything's just smashed and mixed up together, but you know, that's what makes Andorra Andorra. So guys, I was just pulling out my ticket to double check my departure time tonight, and I just realized that I paid 28 euros and 70 cents for Barcelona, Andorra, and only 5 euros and 5 cents for Andorra, Barcelona, which is a little bit crazy. So doing another hike, guys, just because. But I don't know, realized only now that the majority of rooftops here, they're all gray or dark gray or light black or whatever you want to call it. So while taking a break here, I do want to point out that I read somewhere that Andorra citizens have a life expectancy of around 81 years. So, you know, not sure exactly what the life expectancy is in the top countries, but you know, most likely it has one of the top ones in Europe. So 81 years for an average is quite significant. I'm walking alongside this road right here. Looks pretty good actually, check it out, but it's deserted. I'm not sure exactly if I'm heading the right way or not, but you know, flat, easy walking, chilling out, doing some hike, putting in some sweat and burning some of those calories. And here's probably the most expansive look of the city I got so far. You can see the mountains all the way there in the back, pretty much the whole city at the bottom, this big mountain overlooking everything. And it might be some resorts just right there. I don't know how much you can see, but if you see in the left or center right now, there's some resorts and stuff like that, and you can see the mountains, the big Pyrenees with the snow cap, you know, quite fascinating lands here. So guys, finally made it to the top where you can see the city from one side all the way to the other side, but at the same time it started to hail a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see it, but yeah, it's actually hail, it's not rain. Fortunately enough for me, it stopped hailing and we can have some decent views as well with the sky clearing up over the Pyrenees right there. Pretty nice, pretty nice. So guys, that was it from Andorra, heading back towards the bus station so I can head back to Barcelona. Until next time, I'll see you from Portugal. Gratitude should be the only attitude. Peace.